I am running the broadcaster because I'd be recorded regardless. So.
Brilliant. Now I can talk about all of my edgy takes. Let's go.
If I had an edgy take right now, in the TTRPG community, and this will be recorded. Love, can I get you to go to push to talk?
Unpack that. I'm interested. I know we want to get the session along, but I'm really interested. Mm-hmm. 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 Overdone. Ah, monotonous. Mm-hmm. You're almost never going to say dragon. I get you. So, I mean, I agree with you because... So, like, ultimately, I think I agree with you. But that's not because I think dragons are bad in role-playing games. I think dragons are bad enemies in role-playing games, or, like, standard encounters, right? Like, you should always be able to negotiate with a dragon. Unless you've really fucked up, in which case you should know you fucked up, and you should be preparing for it. And usually, that dragon should be like a spellcaster, have class levels, some shit, right? Like, that's the other thing. Mm-hmm. Cute. That sounds adorable. Mm-hmm. Cute. Gosh, you love it so much you made it. Wait, we're streaming? Okay, okay. See, the correction here is that you're always super cute. Guilty as charged. Guilty as charged. You should. Absolutely, you should. Oh my god, thank you for this mental image. You have done me a great kindness. It's alright, we're gonna die historic on the Fury Road. One sec, I have to go find the actually good Mad Max quote. Because this is the, like, standard one that they have at the end of everything. There we go. Where must we go, we who wander this wasteland, in search of our better selves? That quote is at the end of Fury Road, and it's one that's heavily entrenched and enmeshed in Mad Max lore. It's actually a gorgeous little thing. Hell yeah. Sure. I'm 100% down to clown. So this is a story all about how our lives got flipped, turned upside down. I'd like to give you all a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how, at the onset of our celebration of the sort of beginning of our adventure and the ending of Mama Jai's family's adventure, their caravan ended, ours is beginning. That is our cold open. The festivities themselves were a little somber as a result of this, mostly from our side. It's hard getting back on the road when you're saying goodbye to so many people, even when so many people are very fond of you and willing to wish you well as you go. Now, meanwhile, of course, my own dude, Uspel. There we go. God, remember my own name, Quarter. Jesus. Uspel was busy grilling a vainglorious little pissant for information when said vainglorious little pissant wound up dying because some other like actually more significant character assassinated them. But this character at that point was seen as pretty much just an impudent whelp, because they are. Literally a 14-year-old or some shit like that walked up and was like, I'm gonna misspell this scroll hard enough that you're gonna die. And that's basically what happened. Dark horses like erupted from the scroll when I was trying to take the homie out into the kitchen. And
I will make
just
that
killed him
assassin
dead.
my child.
Killed him dead. Said assassin, we basically did the standard authoritarian power couple combo of being like, you are in so much trouble, young man, stand right still and there, sir. And fortunately, the combination of that and wind made it work. We brought in the authorities, they all talked it out, the dude's a minor, their dad put them up to this, that's not a good home life, we're kind of half dealing with that because our other problem is we gotta get 3 other people before we get on the road, otherwise it's gonna be actual hell being on the roads. That is our primary goal and objective right now. So it's likely we're gonna recruit this charming little person I definitely didn't call an impudent worm last session.
I am adopting the impudent worm. You cannot stop me.
Did I leave anything out? Based.
And we have a camel hound named Aphrodite.
Yes, Aphrodite. Aphrodite is our honorary third party member. It's very true. Yep, Tunnel, that's the one. See, he's so forgettable. I keep forgetting his name. Which is the exact way to make sure somebody forgets everything about your life. Nope. Well, okay, yes, but I don't remember it. I accept this. Let me check my calendar.
So if I remember correctly, our plan was to go speak with that actress we heard about tonight, and in the morning, go try to recruit the kid assassin.
Yes, the general gist of it was we don't recruit the kid assassin right now because we literally just got finished telling them that they need to think about their crimes.
And because the cops, I think, are going to get his dad tonight.
Yep. That would be
All
our
right.
column A, column B.
Yeah. My parents are Basil and Aurora.
Oh,
Aurora. How could I forget those names? Uh-huh. Well, since we got a little bit of time, would it be reasonable for us then to stop by the markets, very specifically the docks, to see if there's any wholesale goods that we could wind up just at least reserving, right?
Yeah, I think I'm looking to maybe bulk buy some ingredients.
Yeah,
We've
I
got
think
some,
bulk buying
but-
ingredients specifically. Now, I'm gonna operate on assumptions here. Please tell me if you want me to roll to change these assumptions, or if I would just know this shit. But realistically, I'm thinking one of the things that's going to really help us as a troop is having a lot of seasoning, spices. Selling spices seems like a good shout.
okay.
Yeah, seasonings would be
Does
nice.
that seem like the kind of thing that would generally make headway in the desert? Awesome, fantastic. That's what I'm going to be going for then. Salt, black pepper, any esoteric seasonings we can pick up. Mama Jai, obviously, you would know a lot of those. So, like, I would say those are probably, like, things that
Yeah.
would be within your wheelhouse to reserve and purchase.
I think since we do have some free funds, I think we should maybe also look at some tools for like crafting things. Because I imagine a lot of the members that are leaving are probably taking their tools with them.
That is a very true thing. Now I think we should set those aside in that case into two categories, right? Because we got the category of shit we know we need that's like necessary for caravan operation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just doing an inventory of those things. We're talking like little tools like, like a crowbar, like wood planing, like
Some
like a
stuff
wood
for
planer.
carving, like some basic repair stuff.
Exactly. Basic repair kit stuff.
I've got my kitchen already in my wagon, so I should be
If
good.
you've got your kitchen, that's fine. I've got my paper crafting stuff. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm thinking some basic repair things and some like probably like carving and camp stuff.
Okay.
And Emmy, you're free to say whatever is still already with us. That'd be great.
Is,
No. I will say
Oh.
I do have foraging, so if there's stuff that I know is just available in the desert, I don't want to buy it here. I'd rather gather it myself on the way.
How about
It was going to be either botany or foliage.
hi, you do?
Also, I do have foraging, so while it doesn't come with any benefits, it does mean I know how to forage in that environment. So can that help me at all?
Did you take Savant?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll allow you to roll twice.
Cool. Awesome. So this is sounding like cooking spices are still a huge positive. Salt in particular sounds like something we want to stock up on. Mm.
Oh, we can totally repair those.
Yeah, absolutely we can.
Otherwise, so
Because we
your
can
wagon
use.
or your carrot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so would we need to then purchase another beast to pull these two if we repair one or both of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
That or we convoy them.
Or
We could
yeah.
rope
Yeah.
them together. That is a lot of heft for one animal, though. It
Yeah.
might be
Well,
wise for us to. What we might want to look out for is anyone selling like a tire, like think
my
old reliable beast of burden on their last few years, looking for quiet gig.
my thought is actually I kind of want the queen's carriage more so than the riding wagon. Although I suppose we are recruiting people. But my thought is to cannibalize one of them to help prepare the other.
I think that is reasonable. However, I would say it would be more wise for us to look for other raw material. It will be easier for us to use wrecks on the road to build up both of these
Salvage things.
than to get rid of something that we could repair. I am
Alright, so
100%
aim to
against
buy.
us like cannibalizing our own shit when we can get shit elsewhere.
That's fair. So let's maybe try to get one more creature that can pull 1 to 2 of these, get both of these just functional enough to bring, and we can work on building them up as we go.
Yep.
Cool, because
well,
then you can have the queen's carriage, I have my carriage, and then we can put the two
this is
people we're
perfect,
hoping to
'cause I can
recruit
do the queen's
today.
carriage up to be real fortune tellery. It'll help. The
Yeah,
whole
exactly.
thing.
I think you need your own space for like all the decor.
Yes, absolutely.
And then we can temporarily use the riding wagon as a space for, ideally, the people we're recruiting today and tomorrow.
Yes, that is the goal.
Although, if we
obviously,
do recruit the kid, I'm just going to keep him in mind.
that's completely fair.
That's
I think
gonna be
he'll
my
probably
son.
like you more than me after what we've done.
Yeah, that's fine.
I went so hard on that little dude.
He needed it. It's okay. We're co-parenting.
Oh man.
Okay, cool. So we're looking for some stuff to help repair these. Just anyone getting rid of like some old materials or bulk buying, and anyone
I
with
am
an
going on the
older
record
creature.
with being fine carrying along with us if we do hit the road and we don't have them fully repaired. I do think we can still carry one of them like in a bad way with us and repair it on the road. I think that is still better.
I think for the riding wagon, at least, just getting new wheels on it will be enough for it to at least start coming with us, even if we can't like load it yet.
Oh yeah, agreed.
So I feel like we can get them both just functional enough to bring, if not use. Yeah. So some raw materials, some seasoning, and likely some tools and another beast of burden.
Yep.
I like your idea of probably finding a little older one.
Yeah, I'm thinking what we want is something. I think first and foremost, the most important trait we want is something that it is a beast that is calm. We want a counterpoint, a foil to Aphrodite. We don't want two problem animals.
No. Don't phrase it like that. We want a role model.
Yeah, that's a better way of phrasing. Yes. This is why Aphrodite doesn't like me. It's clear I don't like Aphrodite either.
It's okay, because I like Aphrodite.
Good. I'm glad one of us does. Look, I've tried. I have arms to prove how unrequited this relationship is.
Trust me, she's going to be great. She just needs to learn. Alright. Do we want to shop together or split up and meet back up?
I think
How much time?
I think we
have before the garden
opportunistically
party?
dovetail away from each other if we find something, or stick with each other if not. Right?
How much money do we have between us?
We have 150 sea coins.
I have 125 sea coins in my currency.
Oh, hold on. Let me double check my inventory. Notes. I have 25 sea coins, 5 ruby pieces, and 2 knickknacks.
Okay, so we've got 150 sea coins, 10 ruby pieces, and 4 knickknacks between us.
Nice.
Okay, 150. So what are our priorities? I think a beast of burden and raw materials, probably.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. How about, since I do creatures pretty well, it seems like, I go look for. Although actually, I like Aphrodite. Maybe you should shop for a creature.
I'll shop for the creature. You know what you're looking for with
I'm the
seasoning better
crafter.
than I
Yeah.
do. So
So
you
I'll
would
look
be better
for
suited
raw
to that
materials
task.
and seasoning,
Yeah.
and you look for tools and a critter.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic. I should have Emmy, do I have a list of things that, like, as the torch has been passed here, that we are missing from the caravan? Marvelous. Yes. Yeah, small charms is my big one, very specifically. Like, I have a lot of small crafts that I make, both for my fortune telling and to just sell. Cool.
Yeah, I've got some food. And then I make like small wood carvings and small metal works.
Yeah, I'll get.
Okay, cool. So what I'm hearing is we do need to pick up all of our repair kits as well. All right, cool. That's fine. Awesome.
Yeah,
Marvelous.
I'd like
That tells me everything I need to know. Am I good grabbing 75 of the C coins now then, if we're splitting up?
Yeah, so let's see. We have 150, so we are each carrying 75.
Yeah, we'll do that for now.
Yeah.
And what I think we do is, if possible, we will index purchases, meet back together, settle the exact amount between us, sort it that way.
Then go back and purchase.
Exactly. That's kind of my thought. If it's not like super small shit, you get me?
Yeah, let's scout out what's available, get prices. My carriage, I have Haven for a workshop. Does that come with? Because I do like smithing and crafting as well as cooking. Is my Haven just going to be my kitchen, or can I already have like my metal and woodworking tools too? Or do I need to buy a new set?
I'll say you have both.
Cool. Awesome.
All right. So
Mm-hmm. Mhm.
I'll probably do spices at the Niran port, and then look for raw materials at the more sketchy port.
It's not sketchy. It's ran by water clerics.
Okay, I'll go to the wet port. Yeah.
You know, it's very appropriate for a port to be wet. I don't see what your problem is. I'll go to the wet
Exactly.
port. You go to the normal port, okay?
Well, I do think I want to get raw materials there, because that sounds like I'll get a better deal there, but seasonings
fair.
I'll do here.
No. You want to do that as well. This is where I'm also saying, like, we don't have to split up fully to do these tasks, right?
Okay.
My thought is
'Cause
we
I think-
organically stay together / split as a group requires.
Yeah.
Raw materials sounds
think-
like something we can do together.
I think seasoning and tools is probably better at the Niran port, but a new beast of burden and raw materials should probably be at the other port. So yeah,
This
This is
let's
great
walk
because it
through the
means that we
Niran port
split up
together
while
and just
staying in the
split
same
off as
area.
needed.
Which,
Yeah.
we're thinking the same thing here. I love it.
Okay. What did you roll?
I haven't rolled yet. I suppose I can't do it
This
with
is
taste,
using
can
what?
I?
Our story, world, or contest?
Perceive checks use world.
Cool.
World. What would
4.
be your reasoning for taste?
Yeah, I can't. Not yet.
Okay.
4. That's a 6.
All right.
This is in the evening, right? Cool. Awesome. That makes sense.
Azazen! So good to see you. Congratulations.
So you guys are getting out of the business?
No, just my folks. Uspel and I are taking over.
Oh.
I don't understand. What do you want from us?
Bombs,
Oh,
incense,
you
whatever
should
you've
speak with
got.
Uspel. I'm gonna try and wave him over.
Uspel, you.
My lack of understanding or noticing anything of what goes on reflects the one I rolled on my world check. I am
Uspel.
miles away studying something else, and my concentration snaps as I look over. Huh?
Come talk to our friend.
Oh,
Has questions about the merchandise.
yes, of course. Right. How can I help? How can I help you both? This is one of your companions.
You remember Aziel? Was it?
Azazen.
You remember
Azazel. Do I remember Azazel?
Just pretend you do.
Give me a recall check.
Sure. Contest story or world. Oh. Okay. Oh boy. Well, I've got a D4 with me, so we'll see how well this goes.
You'll need to blow up.
Blew up! Right, so we roll again. A 7. Is a 7
Woo!
enough?
Exactly what you needed.
Oh my fucking god. Oh. Okay.
I'm gonna like cough a little into my hand and then be like, Azazel was just telling me that he got his own ship.
Well done.
Her
That's
own ship.
That's a fine thing, Azaza. It's always different when you're manning the helm. So, you were looking for goods, yes? I've been busy perfecting a couple charms, a few odds and sods. This is a little bit of my collection. I'll quickly bring out. So we got some like paper fans, like some pinwheels, the knotwork style bits. I'm forgetting the name of the language. Let me quickly find the language again because I have that. Yeah, some Omani like styled because it's the ones that they're like kites. You put them up in the wind and tie and begin the knot, and then you let the wind take them, and they tie themselves and give you a sentence. As I'll casually sort of like go through some of these, showing them. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give her an example, a little spiel for it, right? I'll go ahead and give her one of the fortunes, right? Get started with that. Oh goodness, sandalwood. We're busy stocking that up ourselves. Rather stocking things up to trade again. I don't think we actually have any incense at the moment. Do we, Jai?
Not at the moment. I think we were picking some up on the next trip.
See, you've caught us bare. At this point, we've finished our cycle and are beginning our own. It's actually quite fortunate, you see. You have just begun your adventure on the seas. We are beginning our own as the unofficial sort of heads of the caravan now.
No, it's official as well.
Well, you're official. I don't like
We
putting
are
my name on
official
that
as well.
paperwork. It never feels right. It'll take a while, and we can't guarantee that we'll be back here in time, but give us a time when you'll be likely to be here. We'll try to make sure we're here as well. Does that suffice? Very well. I think we can manage that.
I think we can do that. That should be fine.
Great.
Yes, give me a moment. It would be wise for us to both have a copy of this in writing. Even if this is an informal agreement, I would rather these things be enshrined, both for our sake and yours.
I'm gonna wander off to look at seasoning. The spell's got this. I have 3 propagating seed lilies to start in my little garden in my wagon.
Aw.
You gave me those.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I think I want to start a little garden on my wagon. Not like garden, but like, like a little flower box of herbs.
Yeah.
So I wonder, should I just do the seed lilies for now, or should I try to buy a couple of plants? I think just the seed lilies for now, and I'll buy herbs, and then when we're a little more set up, I'll look at starting a little garden.
Okay.
Yep. Thank you. I'm not buying yet
going
because we're gonna figure it all out first. Alright, then I'll just be hanging out while Uspel does business.
Okay.
Yeah, so very specifically, I'm happy to start the contract if Jai is willing to go. Well, I used to work on a pirate vessel, so I'm going to ask how much of that I can immediately get a small sniff of. Oh, one sec, I'm just double checking. That is world. There we go. Uncontested. I got a 3. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He killed him. Mutiny happened. I don't need to know the details. Nah, you know what? So basically, I'm gonna wait until, as I said, I basically said to Jai, she's fine going on ahead. I'm happy to sort out this contract with Aziza. Does Jai go for that, or does she stick around?
Sorry, what?
I'm basically saying, like, I'm happy to sort out the remainder of this contract if you want to go and continue finding spices.
Yeah, sure.
Cool, fantastic.
Actually, since we're in this port, do you want me to start looking at tools while you're writing up the contract? Because I think I've scoped out most of the herbs I'm gonna get.
Okay, if you want to sort out the tools as well, I'll just do the raw mats and the other bits. I'll give you a list of what I believe we need.
Okay.
Fantastic. In which case, yeah, right. While you're off doing that, I will then I will then, like, you know, my vibe will change a little bit and just ask, how'd it happen? Is that silence Aziz's response? Cute. Well, I can't say I haven't been there. Watch your back and keep an eye out. It's easy to feel like you've got things under control, but, well, we play in dangerous waters, don't we? So, this is what you need this little shipment for, then, to prove yourself. I see. Well, it would be wise, then, for you to have an exit strategy, just in case. I'm not saying we won't deliver on our side. I'll say as I ink the contract. which will be exacting in like, what leeway I'm giving us. Basically, like within about this time period, we will arrive at this port to exchange these specific goods for these specific goods. Ah, of course not. Of course not. Don't worry. Naturally, naturally. As far as I'm concerned, it will be a green sails vessel. I will, however, keep a secret little check of my own elsewhere, enshrining the truth of this transaction. But that's just for me. And I won't be writing that here. You're very kind. It's I appreciate the gift. Please take a fortune. Yeah. So basically, once again, I'll tell you the base. I've told you the gist of how they work mechanically. The basic thing is I do randomize a bit of what each of them say in terms of the basic words that will construct a sentence. But the goal is that when they are braided together by the wind, they always create a complete and sensible sentence that's usually like single phrase, little emblematic. Maybe it's just a portent, maybe it's a warning, maybe it's just a compliment. Very fortune cookie. I'll smile. That is very apt. Well, it seems the winds already favor you. Absolutely. So once again, like this is what we'll have enshrined in there, and I'm assuming that this is like something we're still drafting up as we discuss this, but it's the old how long a leeway can we go for? Sometimes things do go wrong in the desert. I'm not expecting it, but just the same as the high seas, expect the best, plan for the worst. Understood. That is all I needed to know. I don't intend for our ties to be severed, but I wish I could say that all of my fortunes were as positive as the one I just gave. Oh, don't let me keep. One eye open, Azazen. Oh.
And then just
Are there not any other camel hounds available?
You want another camel hound?
I'm considering it because we want something who might help temper Aphrodite's temper.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
That's
thinking-
fine.
Because
I think maybe we hold out for a camel hound though for desert travel. 'Cause, I mean, a horse in the sand.
Well, let's not underestimate how good a horse can be in the desert. There are plenty of desert horses out there, especially if there are horses that are specifically bred to be in the desert, right? Like, let's not
Yeah.
forget the Persians exclusively used horses, basically.
I'm really tempted by the walkwood planks because it would be so nice to have one that could be repaired more easily. But also, we'll be foraging. We can probably get wood.
Walkwood would be gorgeous, not gonna lie. Very into that. If we can
And
manage
I figured out the types of seasonings I want. They would come to a cost of 16 Z coins for the seasonings that I want for cooking primarily. But also, if we want to sell them for profit, we probably need to get some of the fancier ones. But I think there's enough there that I can make all of our meals get the nutritious traits.
in terms if you're looking
Okay, I might actually rethink it because do we want to be selling seasonings? Like, because I can use those and make like a custom seasoning blend. Was my thought.
So I
But we
think
could
we do
also
a
just
little of
get the
column A
more
and a little of
expensive
column
ones.
B, right?
Yeah.
I think if we're buying in bulk, we can afford to diversify what we are using that for. Some of that obviously goes into A, your seasoning bundles that you're selling, and B, your cooking. We're not buying just enough salt to sell, we're buying salt for ourselves
Yeah.
and also other people. People are going to
'Cause I'm
want
thinking
salt.
I
They'll
wanna,
also
like,
want your own
make a-
spices.
Yeah, I want to make our like custom blend that we can sell.
I mean, hard agree. I just think that sometimes you are going to get places where people just want salt.
Yeah, that's true.
I think we should have both as stock, and being versatile in what we are selling is going to be one of the aims of the game here. Because the thing is, any town we hit, we want to be able to get something out of.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense. What tools were you thinking? You said you had a list.
Yeah, okay, so first off, repair kit. So that means leather crafting materials, that means woodworking materials. Those are the two big ones. After that, the next huge ones are obviously a set of hammers and sort of general, like a set of hammers and pry bars, both to assemble and disassemble our tents for when we need them. So that's like a couple big ones right there. After that, we start getting into more like preferential picks. I think that what I just said is like 90% of the main stuff that we need. Although I would also add animal care tools to that. So that's like brushes, that's like
Yeah.
little clippers and
I
things for
assume we
hooves.
have like stuff for Aphrodite, but if we get a different animal, we'll definitely need different stuff.
Do we have the
too.
stuff for Aphrodite? I assumed, based on what Annie said, that what we have is what we have.
Okay, fair. Yeah, okay, so let's just get tools for tending to Aphrodite then, yeah.
Yep.
And like,
So-
I know my workshop, I've got some stuff for wood, but I think I mainly do like small sculptures, so I'm more carving, not so much hammers.
Yeah. I'm thinking large scale
okay.
things when it comes to that. Like, we can't carry a specialist fucking wood shop with us. That's not feasible. But like a larger scale planer, wood knife, spoon knife, things like that. Stuff that we can use.
If we do like a small handsaw, it could enable us to collect wood from trees.
A small
on the
handsaw
road.
is a very good idea. Same goes with like a larger woodcutter's axe.
Yeah. Emmy, I'm so
I'm not
sorry.
expecting an abundance of trees in the desert, but if we find them.
No, it's fine. I need to sit down and make the economy stuff and the loot tables.
We're doing it for you. Okay, wait. We should be writing this down.
Yeah, I'm just saying stuff. Yep. Yep.
Pry bars and a handsaw.
Pry bar and handsaw.
Oh, and a sewing kit. My goodness, I almost forgot.
I consider that to be part of the leather workers' tools.
They use different tools.
So, yes, but there's a huge overlap.
There is, but having owned both, not enough of an overlap to justify
I mean, yeah,
that.
as a person who owns both as well, I completely agree, and I do think separating them is important. I just think that we're going to get more mileage out of the leather workers' tools necessarily than we will other textiles. I think if we're getting any other textiles that are cloth, we are getting them in trade. I'm not expecting us to find good amounts of that out in the desert. Whereas
no, my thought of it is mostly for like doing repairs on outfits and costumes and tents.
Oh god, yeah,
like
okay.
that.
See, this is why I'm not in charge of that shit. Well sorted, well thought.
I'm gonna say for all of this.
Nice.
Okay,
That sounds
14
perfect.
for tools. I think I need to rethink seasonings because I feel like maybe I should just get.
As for the
Cool. Excellent.
Emmy, you mentioned to me separately giving us a sheet for our wagon that we could keep up with. Could I possibly get that so I can put our stuff in its inventory that we're not individually carrying?
No.
Okay. Understood.
Because I have to make it on Fari, and Fari really doesn't facilitate that well.
Okay. Later then.
How about, can you guys
Later is
a
fine.
shared Google Drive?
Later is fine.
Or
I'll put it in the Discord chat for now.
Nice.
garden party?
Okay, so we'll hit the other dock after.
Sounds good. How adorable. Right. Okay, great. Mm-hmm. Well, we do have a reason to come here. We are negotiators with one of the performers, and there's an urgent issue that requires their attention. Yes. Sends his regards. There's been a change of issues regarding their relationship. We're here to relay it and discuss things with them privately. It is a matter of urgency. Otherwise, we would not be approaching. Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. Do you mind if I smoke? Oh, I'll be discreet. I won't be doing it in front of anyone. It's while we're waiting for them. Ah, good. Yes. If we can get this out of the way, then I won't be doing that anywhere near here. Don't worry. Mhm. Are any of them Ava? Well, in that case, I will smile brightly and say, "We're looking for Ava."
One at this.
Real quick, I need to step away for a couple minutes, but I can still hear. Amaja is just distracted.
That's fine. Oh goodness, no. We're troubadours. Friends of sorry, please give me his name again. Friends of Connell's. Oh, no. No, I'm sorry. I wish I could be the bearer of good news there. That's actually part of why I'm here. I was if you're looking for a paying job, I actually have that's actually the other reason why I'm here. I represent the Distant Flame Troop. We are an up-and-coming caravan that will be moving around the desert, spreading cheer, goodwill, and affordable goods to any town we visit to. You will be entitled to a favorable percentage of anything you earn from your performances, and we are eager for new staff. Consider any terms that I draft to any of you extremely favorable. I gather you're performers. Then I wish you a good day. Remind me what Connell's rates were. And he was paying you. Did he tell you how he was planning on paying you? How much precisely did Connell tell you of his goings-on? Ooh, a spell's gonna hiss his teeth at that. He told you this, did he? I know he was in on gambling debts. I know he was in on gambling debts. That's why I'm asking this. I also know he got a bad loan too. It was those two things in tandem. Uspel's gonna sigh. I am sorry for making things more complex between your performing group. Has he messed you around like this before? He struck me as a very self-centered individual when I spoke with him. Kept asking me to tell stories of his life. People like him, they spin fine stories. And they'll keep spinning fine stories as long as you're willing to listen. Right. I'm going to stiffen immediately. Uh-huh. Cute. Okay, so she is looking the part here. Well, entertainment will not be an issue. I'm sorry to have complicated your evening. Uspel, at your service. I am here on behalf of Connell, who sadly will not be. You could euphemistically refer to him as late. Yes. Sadly, it appears that the arrangements that he made with these fine performers is not the kind that survived his death. I can provide atmosphere if that assists in your performance.
I can do some little arcane things if you need some flashy lights.
We'll see to it. Your evening will not be disturbed any more than it has been. Okay. Yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna keep a straight face. Actually, here. What do I? You know what? Do I roll world or contest for an attempt to not look like I've swallowed a live frog? Hearing that.
You act the way you want to act.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I want. Yeah. My question is, how convincing is my act? That's what I want to roll for. Sounds good. Sounds good. Let me double check that basic action and how that one works.
That'll be a story.
Roll.
Cool. I meet a 3, which beats a 3. Yeah, no, it's gonna be the sort of thing where I'm gonna like cough for a moment and then straighten myself out, play it off. We'll do our best.
Would you prefer to leave?
She's
You have to pay it tonight, do you? No, of course not. There's ways we can make this work. There's ways we can make this work. Yes. It's traveling. It'll be likely. How long does it usually go, Jai?
How long does it usually go, God?
God.
The
Like,
power of
if we did, like,
delegation.
our loop, how long would it usually be before we? Okay, about a month.
There we go.
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm gonna. My eyes are gonna light up and say, "Oh, I like you."
As much as I can.
Now, I have to ask. You have something to pay off tonight. That sounds like you took a bad loan. Am I on the right track?
I bought out my contract.
That would be why you were asking. I see.
Sign.
Wouldn't have been my first choice. And they're still looking to collect, are they? I see. I've never been more thankful for an assassin. I was there when it happened, you know.
It's actually making me wonder. Tunnel's dead, and Vexor is likely being brought in tonight. I just wonder what they might be leaving behind.
Tunnel has 2 diamonds. Half of it's my money.
Do you have a contract to prove that?
What did Connell do with you in writing? Do you know where There's going to be a hush to my voice next as I lean in and then say, "Do you know where he lives?" Yes. Good. We'll go there. We'll act official. I'll play whatever part you need me to play. We'll get you these diamonds.
We're gonna be criminals.
I don't give a
We
single
can't.
fuck. I already have. No. Okay, if Jai's saying that in character, I will say you don't need to be involved.
No, Quarter, this is unrelated. You likely can't take ownerships of the diamonds. The Ruby Alliance keeps ownership contracts specifically for the diamonds, and you likely can't BS your way into changing those. You could probably seize his other assets. But the diamonds are likely locked up tight in bureaucracy because the Ruby
Then in that
Alliance
case, my next
that.
statement, in that case, I would veer towards us robbing his house. He's dead.
Yeah, diamonds are like locked down. So, but here's my concern is if she probably needs to do this show in order to have a valid claim to him owing her money.
Yeah, well, we're doing this show anyway.
Yeah,
The
so
show
do
is
the
always
show,
happening.
then go rob his house.
Yeah.
While y'all rob his house, I will go finish shopping.
Yeah, no, that's the play.
Okay, that's the play. I'll help with the show with whatever I can with sensory trick.
Cool, awesome. Unfortunately, so I think I can do a little bit for this as well. I mean, it's going to be very specific, but if y'all need a well-timed gust of wind, I'm there.
Well, so I can do small sensory tricks, and I can I leave behind like mist and water when I move.
Hold on, I
so
can
add
also.
water to my move actions.
Never mind. Actually, you know what? I've got a mechanical way to buff her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make her the recipient of my grand entrance.
Well, as
Yep. Nice. Cute. We need to increase it. I see. Okay. Yeah, so like as she's whispering, that's when I'm gonna go for my grand entrance and just sort of like start setting up streamers, flyers, things like
I
that.
have a
That
plan.
at her cue, I can just sort of like flip out, and with a gust of wind, effectively, like they all start spinning, they start fluttering, all that shit to like give a nice sort of opener to the whole thing.
I have a plan.
Yes.
okay.
You can do gust of wind.
Yes.
I leave mist behind as I move. Can I
Yes.
intentionally try to do that? And basically, can I be a fog machine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you blow my mist out to fog up the venue?
Fucking
the
perfect.
ambiance?
Yes. Okay. This is how we're doing this.
This is
So
my
it's gonna be
try.
a combination of fog machine, like a couple pinwheels and shit like that, and some like fortune streamers. We'll use all of those
I can
together
use
to start
sensory trick to make some lights.
Beautiful.
If we need
Beautiful. As I said, mechanically, I'm using my grand entrance here. My question then becomes: do we think it will be better for us to go for the one character being impressed, guaranteeing at least one person giving us money, or push one to Ava's role?
I think
That's a good question.
You've got to make that decision. Either of those are great.
Good question. I'm
Um,
thinking.
That
Can
said,
can
give
we
me-
use the help action on NPCs and spend our help? Or is that only players?
Don't remember.
Because it says another player, but can I use it for an NPC ally?
I would argue it should work for an NPC ally.
No, okay, so you.
How about you use it to make sure someone's impressed, and I spend a help action with helping with my miss to grant push?
Okay, cool. If you're giving push, I'll auto
Do a
impress.
bit of both.
Yeah,
How about you?
we're playing the role. I'm down. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Going to be a.
Any chance I can pitch this as contest using
I
instinct?
beat this all right.
My pitch for why I think I should be allowed to use instinct for this is I am primarily using my mist, which is inherent through my blood. I don't know how to control that per se. I think I am doing instinct, like generating enough for this fog machine thing.
Well, your contests. Wait, no.
I want to use instinct.
Oh, you're using instinct.
I would like to use instinct, which happens to be my contest.
I'll allow it as a physical strength.
Well, I just fucking popped
That's
off
3.
on my passion die. It's a D10 now. I
Oh,
rolled a
nice.
net 10 for the roll.
That. And put it in.
Could I
How about-
use my sensory trick and add sparkles around Ava?
Well, both of you for your.
And I am
the
doing
banner.
help.
Yep. I got a 4. Thank you. Okay, so what I'm hearing is I got the intro. You're keeping us going. This is fine.
Momentum's going. That's a 7.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Okay. That's going to be 10 on this.
Nice. Marvelous. We clear.
People to come by
I think
or donate yourselves. All those things also work.
so far you've added grand entrance. We did the mist and the wind to enhance the ambiance. I'm doing
Yes.
sparkles and a help action.
Yes.
Is there anything else we can do for her performance, or do we now shift focus to the crowd?
I'm quickly thinking for a moment here. Because I've done my aeromancy. Cosmic Augur doesn't really work here very well. I don't really have much else that will function immediately for this. So, yes,
I think unless I make a craft action somehow, I think I'm out.
Oh, then in that case, I think I was going to say we don't want to be stealing the show anyway. So yeah, this is a perfect time for us to, as her roadies, effectively leave the stage, keep an eye on it while circling the crowd and working it.
Yeah, do we want to do like the church thing of like walk around with the vase? Like...
Yeah. We'll be classy about it, right? Like, realistically, I will just to be clear, when I say we'll be classy about it, it is a combination of, like, I'm going to quickly step away from the stage, perk myself up as much as possible here. We were smart casual, and we've just entered a fucking black tie event, is the way I'm generally reading this, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Right. Fantastic. I'm not dressed for this event, but I'm going to try to make sure I look as clean as possible before then. Just sort of fully, calmly, professionally, with a nice dulcet voice, best impression I can here. Basically walk around asking people if they're enjoying the show, and sort of like just ask them if they're enjoying the show while holding out the vase. If they put money in, fine, awesome. If they don't, then at least they're paying more attention to the show. Standard room work.
I think if I think I inevitably look like I work here, because like I am here in like work clothes and an apron literally always. I'm wondering if I can like steal a tray of like a water pitcher and cups and be like refilling drinks.
You can try. Give me a try it.
Yeah, can I steal a water pitcher? What do you want?
I think I'm gonna keep taking your story roll.
Okay.
As
3.
You go to where some of the servants are at. Oh, actually, well, you are successful.
Okay. And the bar is within earshot of the stage.
Yeah. It's further away.
Okay.
Than like the performers did. But,
is there another like cup or container I could swipe to set up a tip jar for Ava here? Can I make a craft banner to just like grab an empty cup and a little board and just do tip your performer?
Well, we've already got the chest, mind.
I will let you do that, but that's not going to be a craft chat.
Oh, dang it.
So
okay.
As you
I'll get a picture and do that, but I'm going to set up a tip jar for Ava over here too.
Hey, no, my guild set this up.
Oh, I'm working with the performers.
And he's gonna say, well, yeah, as you say, you're working with the performers. He's gonna say, the performers aren't working over here.
Oh, well, they can hear the performance over here.
He has a burning look at you.
To be fair, I would be pissed.
Yeah, do you set this tip jar still down on his counter?
I will set it on like the edge of the counter as close to the performance as possible and like away from his jar.
If you really want an olive branch, say you'll happily put a tip jar for the bar next to the
I was just gonna say, like, the performance audience is drinking your drinks too. Would you like a tip jar over there?
give me a recent check.
Okay.
And give me some supporting persuasion as to like how you try and get him on your side. He is going to contest you, and I hope this blows up with a 3.
Well, mine blows up.
Aw. Actually, that's a great success.
I'm gonna say. Well, everyone I've already spoken to has been enjoying your drinks. You ought to have tips from them too. Just because they're not sitting here doesn't mean you shouldn't get tips. It's about the product, not the space.
He's going to.
Absolutely. Let's all work on together to make this a great party.
How about you give me 2 rolls of.
Fucking awesome.
Everyone likes Mama Jai.
What are the rolls?
An 8 and a 5.
Okay. 8 and a 5, that's 13.
I almost revelated again.
Yeah. A little note text.
Not like a whole pitcher, but like a cup.
Okay.
Yeah, a pitcher's a little much for tips.
Yeah. And
Yep.
Yeah, and I'll shoot, I can't like tell Ava to shout out the bartender, so I'll have to go up to her at the end of the show and ask her to do like a closing
as you turn over and you watch the show, going back on the stage,
Okay.
just commanding attention.
I'm gonna write a note that I can slip to her while she performs.
I mean, I'm flitting through. I can happily relay a message while I'm doing my table
Yeah,
work
relay a
shit.
message to give a shout out to the bartender for
Yeah,
the
no,
lovely
I'm happy to
party.
do that. Speaking of which, do you want me to roll a story die for my little thing I'm doing in the corner? I know that Mama Jai's taken center stage here, but I am still,
Yeah,
working the
shift
room.
to you.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. I'm expecting a lot of that. Yeah, I got a 1 on my contest, so that's fine. We ain't beating that. That's fine. We'll take a knick-knack. It's something. Mainly, in that case, I'm going to leverage it since a lot of people's pockets are dry. Mainly, what I will be doing is just trying to focus their attention toward the stage while, like, casually talking about how good a performance it is. That kind of thing. Standard bits. Just trying to direct them away from their small talk and toward the performance. They can enjoy it, you know?
And as
Make sure you get Ava's name out there.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be giving Ava a shout out. Speaking of which, while I'm doing that, I will find the time to quickly sort of make it over to you. Sigh as I, lean up next to the bar. Bunch of tightwads. Not much luck on that end.
Yeah, and then I'll grab a water pitcher, give you the message, and split off.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And we're gonna need to find a band that can keep up with her. I did. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I didn't have their name unless you gave me their name.
Please start
I'm gonna bring her a
chatting
cup of
with
water.
one another again.
Marvelous. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, cool. I think we're all gonna meet up at that point, basically, is how this is gonna work. And a knick-knack. Like, it's gonna be the sort of thing where we're looking at it's like, that's all we got? And I'm like, oh, wait. Just ding!
You have a whole 25 yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
bring
they're
over
halfway there.
a cup of water for Ava and be like, hey, look what we got over at the bar. Thanks for the shout out. That's the only way I could put this over there. Look, we're already halfway there.
Oh man, my eyes are gonna light up when I see that.
Mhm.
Oh. You've saved my
Halfway.
spirits.
Papa always told me it's the alcoholics who have to lose money.
Mm, wise.
You get them some good snacks, they'll do anything.
Well, fantastic. Let's keep up the spirit then. Is there anything else you
Should
want
make
us
a
to do on
long-term goal of
stage, by the way,
carrying
Ava?
alcohol.
Do you want to start your second act the same way we started the first? It might not have the same kick to it the next time, but, it draws a crowd. Oh, I'm gonna grin ear to ear as once again, I'm just gonna pull out a couple more. I have a small box with me. That's been the main way I carry these around. I'm just gonna open up the box because we have paper lanterns in there alongside my little rope things. Would these work? Oh yeah, absolutely you can. If we have any lamp oil, the fortunes are actually extremely flammable. It's the sort of thing where it's like you want a lot to start them off with, but they really do go up. Do we have lamp oil? Also, somebody is muted. Well, no,
No, it's
I
me.
think. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go search for. Oh wait, forget that. I'm gonna go buy a drink at the bar.
Perfect. Yes,
an open
overproof run.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab a drink. We're gonna do some pyrotechnics and give them another shout out.
Fantastic.
Yeah, if you guys want to.
Yep. Fantastic. I will get that started.
Hey, this sounds
Oh.
like crafting. This sounds like crafting.
Yeah, this actually is.
This is crafting. Yay! I love
Yeah,
it.
I'll give you the craft action to this.
Nice. Cool. Is it possible to benefit
That's
from
an
another
8.
grand net? Is it possible? I got a 1. I fucking gutterballed this one. I rolled high early, but this D10 does
I
not like
revelate.
me yet.
I revelate. I
Yeah.
got an 8.
Nice.
Oh,
10. I revelate. I'm so
Oh
good at crafting.
What the fuck? Jesus.
I am the crafter.
Holy shit, Insomni.
that.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Clarity mine.
I think my idea is to almost make Ava like wreathed in flames. Cause like she was like sitting at the edge a lot, so I almost want it to be like she's just like ringed in fire.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, that works.
I think there's a high chance of you guys setting this pavilion on fire.
I'm constantly emit water. Slightly.
Yeah. Do you want to just be a extinguisher?
This
on the
is
back of
actually
the
so
thing?
actually hold on. Actually, I think that's a really good idea. There's a meme for this, right? And that meme is very specifically the fact that damp spaces are going to be a lot less likely to catch. And
Yeah, I think I'm
and
spreading my
because we're
mist
using
around
hyper
again.
liquor rather than an oil, it's going to be even harder for that fire to spread. So if we spend a good 3 minutes, basically just I'm gonna just get a stray piece of cloth. We got handkerchiefs, we got probably a shawl of some description
Got my
lying around.
apron.
Yeah, perfect. We're going to use those to line the pavilion where the sort of fire is going to be. Just on that
Also,
side.
just like give me a gust of wind again to just spread some of my mist around.
Sure. I'm actually no. Okay, we do the gust of wind beforehand. We are not doing that when the fire's
Yeah,
out.
not during the show. I mean now, like right before.
Okay. I give you the gust of wind now for sure.
Yeah, just to get everything just to that little bit of moist to help reduce any risk.
Excellent. Perfect. Is it possible? Actually, ooh. I got a mechanical thing I can contribute to this, depending on how I can target this. Can I target the object we are going to set on fire with vulnerability water?
Oh. Vulnerability to the water tree.
Yeah.
What are you using to do that?
That'd be my hex. My elements hex.
Oh, can we hex an object?
So my reasoning here is basically going to come down to like setting up something that's effectively an arcane warding, like on one end, right? Using my little like understanding of fortune and shit like that. And effectively what I want to do is just like basically have like a little bit like area primed to soak from, that then will like, you know, make it harder for the flame to keep going, is basically my bit, right? So the entire goal here is to help contain the fire if it looks like it's going to start getting out of control. I'm not asking for a full extinguish here. I'm asking for it to be a little bit shittier for it to try to go off. You get me? Yes. Ken, we revelate. Oh. Okay, that's fine. Well, I got a 14 as my total. Well, I matched it. Yes. Nice. That's what we wanted. So realistically, I'm happy to use like a bit of our kindling and some hard liquor. Mm-hmm.
For the most part, you guys did really well with.
Uh-huh. We don't want the stage to catch on fire. If I see that that's going to happen closely, that is why we spent a while missing. Oh. I mean, yeah, okay. If that's intended, if we're rolling with that, that's fine. No, if
That
this
was
is
not my
within her
intention.
framework, that's fine.
Until she looks panicked, I am not going on stage.
Very quickly.
Okay, right. She's, as far as I'm concerned, this is her boat. We didn't ask anything about this, but I'll commit to it. God damn.
You are busting out on
My
this.
story's at a D12.
So is mine. I rolled a 1.
Good. Oh, I rolled a 4. We suck.
I'll use my
Cool. Another knick-knack.
I'm gonna try to get to her real quick. Like, it's fine. It's fine. It's part of the act. Don't worry.
She is horrified watching this, but the stage and the pavilion out here are,
It's fine.
yeah, the stage and
That's too far away from the thing I hexed to allow it to gain that push, isn't it?
I'll give,
Wait.
for the sake of it, I'll give her a push 1.
Okay, I'll take the push 1.
I create fire and I destroy it.
Currently at 84 coins in your tip jar.
Hell.
Fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead and, as best I can, like, not all gusts of wind are created equal here. I am going to specifically use this to extinguish embers, pointing gusts downward. We are not. Yeah, I'm putting out a couple fires here and there, basically. Once again, it's just a matter of, I trust that Ava does know what she's doing. I'm not fucking with the stage. I'm making sure nothing else burns down. On
At
the other side, where
At the
she's
end
not.
of her performance, we gotta shout out that she's joining our troupe.
Yes, absolutely. Oh man, it works so well with the distant flame. Let's fucking Joe. Oh, that's amazing. I get an 11. Five. I'm noticing anytime I have to do story for like story reasons, I'm rolling high. Anytime I have to do story for like banner reasons, low. Amazing. I'm going to lead everybody in a standing ovation. Yeah. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. We want her absolutely killing it.
I'm gonna give Ava a look. Like, do you want to do another? Or are you done?
Yeah, and she'll say, "I'll do one more, but
Yeah, I'm on it. I'm on it. I'll take my water pitcher and go start dunking things in it.
Yep. I'm going to be
yeah,
assisting her with that.
several
We are.
servants are going to."
Thank fuck. The cavalry's arrived. Nice.
Together, the
We have just earned her
servants
loyalty forever.
will.
I'm so happy for this woman. How wonderful. Mhm.
To be honest, I'm not sure why we did, but you did great.
Oh no. After seeing that, I quite trust your judgment. That.
After seeing that, we might need to add some fire things to our shopping list.
Oh, first off this. Second off, we're going to need to find musicians who can keep up with you. Amazingly done. Oh, no. You don't need to worry about
Yeah.
that. You and me,
Yeah,
we are going
you
to
got
go visit Connet's place of residence.
You earned the money. You're good.
Um,
Oh,
Lady
we
of the
should do
Sword.
a shout out to the party that you're joining our troop, though. That'd be nice.
Oh, or
That was your
Oh.
interview. You're
You
in.
just passed with flying colors. The distant flame troop. Insofar as we're concerned, we're taking on Ava as our entertainer and assuming his role within these. Yes. Ah, yes. Oh god, one sec. I still have to. I haven't quite memorized his name yet. There we go. Uspel, at your service. We'll sort out any nuances of the performance beforehand next time. I'll be sure to pass that along. Thank you again for your patience. Happily. All right, so that's fine. While she's getting swarmed, I am stuffing my face.
We've already walked out on another party today. Like, I'm gonna try and slip Ava like the address of where we're staying, so that she knows where to come find us. And then I'm probably gonna be itching to leave.
Okay.
Oh.
And it's your parents' house, right?
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
enjoy the food, Uspel, but I don't know. If we're gonna party, I'd rather go back to the troop.
I'm 100% with you. I'm waiting because I intend to finish our business with Connell and our wayward new employee quite directly. No one's going to be looking for his property after all, and she still needs a couple
Right.
extra sea coins.
Alright, you two can handle that. How about I head to the second dock to look for creatures and things?
That's a wise
Okay.
plan. I don't think it's going to be as easy for me
Wanna
to be
compare
in two places
prices.
at once.
Where can I get the best beast of burden and materials for the cheapest?
So
If I'm not gonna find better prices, then I'm good just saying that I went and, marked. I essentially have made that table, I think, of like, here's what I found in the prices so that Uspel and I can sit and decide what to actually buy. We bought the tools, but we haven't actually bought anything else yet.
yeah, well, I haven't exactly decided what's all at that
Okay.
dock yet. I was DM loading or
Yeah.
hostess loading.
Go do the house first. I can wait.
Okay.
Right on. So yeah, basically, once the crowd is dispersed, I will quickly hand her a couple canapes herself, alongside a glass of wine. Once again, amazing work. I meant what I said. Connell's house. If you know where it is, I'm happy to make sure that you get the rest of your just dues from your arrangement. As far as I'm concerned, he owes you. I have an official reason for being there. Remember, he wanted me to write a story of his life. As far as I'm concerned, I'm there looking for his memoirs. Nice. Basically, as we're walking there is when I'm going to try. No. I can run it late. It's fine. Once we're done robbing people, that's when I'll
Oh,
probably.
shoot.
What's up?
Wait. I meant to ask, before I leave, Aspel,
Yep.
keep an eye out in Tunnel's house for, it slipped my mind again.
The contracts?
Oh yeah, the contract for the diamonds.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. See if he has those anywhere unsecured. He seems stupid enough.
That would be wise.
Seems
Yes.
stupid enough.
Yeah.
I mean, he is.
Oh,
No,
also
he
while
is.
I'm shopping, I'm gonna get some probably some clothes or a gift for Chalum when I go to adopt him. I mean, recruit him, definitely.
Recruit.
That's what's happening. Oh, it's a terraced house. I got you. Buttress. A gable. Ugh. Okay. I'm going to look, there's no hiding this at this point. I'm going to wave. Doing what I think you're doing. Ah, even better. Fantastic. We're there for a similar reason. We'll try to keep anybody too nefarious down. What an immense relief. Thank you. There's a chance we'll find things of use import in there. Hopefully. That's fine. I have ways to actually. Ava probably has a match on her. I'm going to assume the obviously signposted fire soul. Nice, nice. Okay, good. Oh no. Oh no. Mm-hmm. I can't say this is how I expected us to make good on your investment, but I do think we could make use of a lot of these. Actually, we are just refurnishing some of the caravan at this moment in time. This could really help with that. Like, really help. Well, I'm not thinking we have to keep all of them intact, if you know what I mean. That's a lot of quilting. Uh-huh. Now that said, we should still be rooting around for that contract. If it is in here, then hopefully we should be able to get away with it. In the meantime, do have a look if there's anything you want to walk away with. You obviously get first pickings. I have my eye on a couple of these chaises. I think they might look good for the. I've got a stall I'm working up. It's a whole thing. All right. So, can I get an inventory or do I get to make shit up? Yeah. No, I've got you. No, I'm gonna tell you. This man genuinely has gleaming rune carved crystal fucking chair legs. Right? That's what I'm getting off of this. He has one of them that specifically is one of those frustrating, it floats, which seems like a really cool property in a chair, right? No! You see, the problem with that is, well, how the fuck are you supposed to keep it still? It's like those magnet swivel chairs that never stop.
See if he's got an arcane bidet. That'd be nice.
Oh my god, actually, this is a point. If one of them does just have like,
oh
yes, oh my god, okay, if that doesn't need a mains, if that doesn't need a mains connection, yeah. Does the arcane bidet need a mains connection or a water source at all, or is that how it's arcane? Amazing. Amazing. Okay, then Seastone? That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So first off, fucking fantastic. Second off, yeah, no, we're taking that. Seastone bidet. It's happening. It's done. We're getting it. Mama Jai's gonna be so fucking happy. Fantastic. In which case, I'm gonna say no to the floating swivel chair. But honestly, right. So the most intimidating, like, is there an edgy, super gaudy rune chair? That's my question. If there's a pair, I'll take both. Oh, perfect. What language is it? I don't read Old Tongue, so no, I don't. I will turn to Ava. Do you read it? This looks like Old Tongue, I think. Do you read it? Oh, that would make sense. Oh, no, that's adorable, is what it is. I think I'm keeping this one. Right.
Porter, grab anything that's made of exotic woods, because if I can get my hands on some walkwater wood, we can make something.
Yep. Nope. I will be checked. So, right, I'm taking that one and a small, like, if there's one that's like a little less opulent, I will take that as well as my like client chair. As far as I'm concerned, right? Okay. Connell is making good on his promise to me by just like, oh, he's furnishing our caravan. What a guy. Oh, I know the one. I know what you're referring to. It's those, but encased in a slight wood shell, right? Sorry, that's basically what I meant. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's what I'm intending to do. Trust me, we're doing this.
I'll bring Aphrodite back after I finish my shopping. I'll come like meet you with Aphrodite.
Yeah, cool. If you meet us, I'll like, it's gonna be the sort of thing where it's like you're gonna see me hauling the fucking chair out. And I'm gonna, it's just like a Connell made good on some of his debts. There's a lot in there. Sure. Cool. So we've already got the ones that I've got, but this is the question of what can we get that's more? Basic action, perceive, world roll. I can do a world roll. 5. Mm-hmm. Oh, we are immediately diving towards that. Fuck. Looking through. I'm gonna quickly snap my fingers and try to get Ava's attention while waving a contract. They're over here. Fantastic. I needed these anyways for his vainglorious shit. But mhm. Good God. Amazing. Hit. Okay, right. What are the chances we could negotiate this from the Alliance? I would make the... Well, awesome. That's world again, right? Cool. 4. Right. So I'm going to purse my lips, sort of rub my chin as I look at it. I'm going to level with you. I'd never so much as looked at one of these contracts before. This is far above my usual pay grade. But these contracts are worth a lot. just these contracts. Normally, from what I understand, we don't usually get to see any of these diamonds. But simply knowing that we've got effectively a resurrection on hand is something we could potentially sell for money. How do you feel about that? Okay. Absolutely. That's fine. You're the one with outstanding debts. I'm just taking what I can. So that's a no. So we've got the sea stone bidet, my funny egg chair. Is it possible to get one more funny egg chair? If she can. Nice. Nice. Perfect. We can work that into the we need, as I said, we need to we need to remodel the queen's fucking
Yeah.
cabin anyways. So we could just make this a part of it.
As
The
she's like,
No, I know. Don't worry, it won't be for very long. Oh my, Jai, you've come. This is gonna be the moment where I decide Jai shows up. Jai, you've come at the best time. I'm gonna give her a thumbs up. We won't. Fucking perfect.
made of the most beautiful, lavish.
Well, Spell, you better be planning to ask me to reupholster those.
I am. I just saw the resources and the frame and
Alright.
figured we had to do this.
Alright, Ava, give it here.
There's a sea stone bidet upstairs. Get it quick.
Ava, give me the chair. Go grab the bidet.
Um,
I'll take the chair. I'm big.
she'll you.
Oh yeah, I'll
Yeah.
just lift it. I'm just gonna pick it up off her.
Yes.
I got this.
She tries to. But yeah, you can grab it, and
She really
Take
hates
it.
these
You
chairs.
didn't happen to take a peek through the kitchen, did you?
I haven't really probed the kitchen yet. I was a little.
I'm going to set down this chair and go raid his kitchen.
So I'm gonna load the chairs into the cart while avoiding getting bitten by fucking Aphrodite.
Aphrodite.
See,
Tano
the thing was, like, I'm
Like
raising
me.
it in, and Aphrodite's already fucking reaching for it. I'm like, no, no, no. Oh Jesus! On what contest? Oh fuck! 1. I rolled a 1. Yep. Ugh. Ugh. Aphrodite, stop.
I support Aphrodite's wrongs. Aphrodite.
Horrible
I don't know.
animal.
Tano seems like the type to have like bougie seasonings and like rare ingredients for no reason.
He's gonna have quinoa
Or, like-
just for like the
Yeah.
sake of it.
Or like crystal bowls. Like I'm just gonna
Himalayan
take a
sea
look.
salt.
You which
Sorry,
would be like
doesn't that
crushed
function like a
sugar.
drug?
No.
Okay, I'm getting
It is a-
confused then.
Specialized container.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
But also, you say exceptional ingredients like it's nothing. I only have exceptional mushrooms.
Oh no, I told you all the ingredients you bought from the market were.
Oh, I haven't bought them yet.
Oh, the
Yeah,
four.
but we're going to.
Yeah. We've only actually bought the tools. Everything else we're planning out the budget.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, I would love to steal more food just for our personal use here.
Yeah.
I am not
Cardamom?
above robbing a dead man and blaming it on his killers.
Yeah. No, we already know the moneylenders are fucking here. I don't give a shit. Cardamom. Yep. Star anise. Don't forget the star anise. Yes. It's not the same. No, you see, it's not about the seasoning like that. Tarragon's good though. It is pretty bougie though. Saffron. It is ludicrously expensive though.
Alright, got some expensive seasonings. Heck yeah.
Yeah, all of them exceptional.
Fantastic. Do you have any eggs?
No.
Dang, okay.
Does he have any fresh fruit?
I'll die on that one.
Does he have any fancy dishware?
Yeah, fruit or dishware.
I'm gonna make a separate try it roll on World to assess the value of his cutlery.
We don't have to do this, but we
No,
are.
we don't. But I'm gonna rob this fucker blind. He's
Yeah.
I don't
I'll
like
give you.
Cool. Nice.
I'm gonna plan on adding
No,
it to my
actually-
inventory.
Oh. A stone what? Oh, cute.
Okay. Sure.
Is it like crystal or stone?
Like
Um,
Just like basic stone, like we talking like this?
I would say yes, like that, but sharper
Okay.
and a little more well shapen. And somebody's holding up a primitive like iron.
I have a knife made out of an old railway nail.
How about
So as a D4 with the, I'm specifically rolling D4 with my story die. Oh, she's trying that. Okay, cool.
He's the one who wanted to appraise it. What am I doing?
I'm happy to appraise
or
it.
I can appraise it too. Is
Let's both. What am I using?
story try it.
I got a 4, which means that I
9.
fucking upscale that again for this roll. Sorry, so that's another. So that's an 8 that I overall roll for my story offering here for appraisal. What? What the fuck? What the fuck?
That's what you meant when you said you're welcome. This is my spoon.
This
I'm
is
gonna-
a
yeah, no.
shaping tool. It is a semi-sentient tool that was once the hand of a
Oh.
earth. For a pass.
So, Quarter, when Emmy added the Earth Elemental as an item, the lopped off hand, was constantly saying my longtime goal is to get one for Mama Jai to be her semi-sentient spoon as like her
And
sous
she
chef.
just got one.
And now I
Amazing.
found one. That's my baby. I
That's
have
so
a
cool.
baby. Canonically, the shaping tool is in fact a baby Earth Elemental. It just can't
So
grow.
my eyes are gonna pop out of my skull as I figure out what this thing is, and I'm gonna just like
It's a baby.
gesture to you and be like, "This, what the fuck, Connell?"
Can I try to send it the image of like a big soup spoon?
Yeah, it can reshape itself once.
Yeah.
You'll see. Yeah,
I love it.
That means you can
This is
turn it
worth
into
it.
a whisk. You can turn it into a potato masher. You can do anything with this.
I can stab people with it.
Yep. Nope. It can turn into a knife. Turn into a fake knife if you need it, apparently.
Alright, so I'm now a mother of 2.
Wow.
I have a spoon and a child whose father I imprisoned.
Well, I'd say that this is a successful venture, all things considered.
We still have so much
Oh,
shopping
Jai.
to do.
Perhaps your parents could help us out a little bit with this. I'm looking for, well, an indirect diamond sale. I quickly hold up the contracts. We got lucky.
Ooh, not mom, not dad. Mom might be able to help us.
Good.
I
I think we've got a way to make this work. I don't think we've
Yes,
tried to sell the diamonds directly, or to get the diamonds directly, but I
Can we
think...
work out the rest of the shopping between sessions?
Yeah, my microphone has been muted.
Oh.
Sounds phenomenal. Flawless, even.
I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I think it worked
Oh,
out, all things
Yeah,
considered.
Yeah, I
essentially,
think it's good, 'cause
early
it-
sessions.
We've run so many one shots. It's nice to see that the progression isn't too crazy in a campaign.
Um, I don't.
For once, I don't think we did. It was
Yeah.
it was all pretty straightforward.
Did any player rush to an act of heroism?
I put out the fires.
Yes,
I would.
both of us did.
I would say
Modern day
yes
Robin
for the
Hood.
act of heroism.
Yep. I would say we solved several creatively. Nice.
And
3
then
experience,
I
you
Mari-
said?
got points.
Fuck yeah! We got 15 ability points.